So a super interesting thing happened this week with KillZone. KillZone is a game that used to be made by PlayStation, one of their big popular IPs.
Pulsar? She's here!
God damn it.
Can you not feel it? There's sickness.
And news came out that there was probably, that IP will probably not ever come back. At least Gorilla, the developers of KillZone, said that they've pretty much moved on to Horizon.
Motherless chuff.
What did you say?
I have a video on that game. So it seems clear that there's a very good chance that KillZone will now return.
Oh, cool.
But then an interesting question popped up, which is the fandom of KillZone wrote an open letter to PlayStation, which you'll see here, asking this question: can we, the fans, just take over the IP? And I'm like, the answer is probably a no, but damn, if that's not a good question.
Stand down. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
So, if you may, let's dream a dream just for a second. Let's imagine
Road trip.
So we're going?
Yes.
that KillZone comes back. What would it look like and what would it feel like? Before we do that, we need to take a detour to what KillZone was supposed to be when it first came out. Because KillZone came out a long time ago, so people may have forgotten that KillZone was supposed to be a Halo competitor. It was supposed to be the big multiplayer game that would compete with Halo, and it failed so badly as a concept that PlayStation just went to Activision Blizzard and decided to get a exclusive Call of Duty rights. And then Call of Duty became the de facto PlayStation game. And even in Black Ops 6, yeah, Call of Duty is still the de facto PlayStation game.
Okay.
Perfect. Until Microsoft bought Activision. So, the question then becomes, crap, PlayStation, you still need a shooter. And yeah, by the way, Concord failed.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Does that mean that Sony doesn't want a shooter? They still want a shooter. Why can it not be KillZone? And if PlayStation isn't going to make it, can they give it to the fans to make it? And yeah, we're not talking about mods, right? I hope we're not talking about mods, because I don't want a mod of KillZone. If you're gonna give me KillZone, just give me full-on KillZone. Just bring the whole thing back. So I believe the actual question is, can we crowdfund the resources to make a KillZone game? And honestly, I think it's possible. The people can do it, right? But will Sony let them do it? Probably not. Look, sad truth is, when it comes to stuff like this, I think companies just know that the chances of things going badly is just way too there's way too high a chance of something going horribly if they give their IP over to any kind of fandom.
One Pokemon.
Luigi?
Luigi.
I know.
But what would a KillZone game look like now? I mean, PlayStation did do something really cool. Do you remember the PlayStation 3 blaster?
I call it Daddy's Little Helper.
The gun that you got, and then you put the PlayStation Move in the gun, and then you would point at the screen. That was like early VR, and KillZone had it, and it was incredible. I still remember sitting in my dorm room for hours, pointing at my screen, and oh, by the way, those things got heavy. So if you did that for hours, they got really heavy. So that was a really cool aspect of KillZone that, yeah, I kind of wish we can because it makes you wonder, if KillZone was as popular as Halo was, would we get a KillZone VR that would actually be really cool? Because honestly, even though the move system wasn't VR, it was still really dope. So you do wonder what would become of KillZone. But truth is, maybe we'll never know because it's gone. But Sony, if you can give it to the fans, which you can't, but if you can, that might be pretty cool.